They're still doing their psychopath stuff, everybody. Stella's just angry about a certain thing that happens. They like to hang around and stir things. Hey, when an animal hates you, all you got to do is just be around it. And then they start going off their heads. And it takes a bit to animal to hate you. They're not like humans. They actually hate you because you are what you put out, or they're trained to hate you. You got them. But I'm talking about a normal animal. Usually they'll want a reason to attack. Right? Most animals out there do that. Right? But I relax, and some people just need to get the hell out of some people's energy. Guess who's in my energy? They have fans and everything, but I think they're ridiculous. And they will truck to the end, Bella, as you said. Yeah. One-sided battles.
And everything that they throwing at you is like hitting your hand. It's going right back to them. That's why this person is fucked up.
Yeah, that's why I just said, oh, dogs keep barking. We'll just give them some fresh air. See what they're barking on about. Now they're not barking. Hey?
They forgot their hex and curse. Like, this person is strange. Like, they need to go take care of that.
Hey, hex and curses. Remember when I talked about, imagine hexing and cursing someone that loves the people. You know what would happen? That means the curse will go on to all the people too. Because they're stopping something that wants good for them. So they give them opposite. You get it? And then they try to set up the good thing that wanted everything for you. Shocking, eh? That's what she's talking about there. Right?
Like, they want to make something really positive that's going on in your life.
But anyway, and like you would see with these people do this, you'll see them talk one thing out in the open there, and you might see something totally different in real world. Right?
And it's causing people to lose their appetite towards them.
So what do we see out there, people? You know what I see? I see the Pope saying he's great. I see a lot of these countries and bubbles ignoring shit, not holy at all, wouldn't be nothing like Jesus. But the Saviour's here, they've torn down a wall and everything, right? The spirits are out, and the day of judgment, I guess, is upon us. We don't see healing, we see destruction. And they talk about the day is upon us. Apparently that's what we need when Big Daddy rocks up. Destruction! Isn't that sad? Technically we don't, but that's got to happen so Big Daddy rocks up and goes, look, you do need me. Look at your destruction. As your Pope goes, look at me, I'm great. You know what I mean? You let me know if that's not true or not. Is the Pope gone and stopped Gaza right now? Has the Pope with his miracles turned up to Russia yet? No! Because he needs his donations. And his words sound great. What do you reckon?
They don't even have a heart to even have these type of ideas or
exactly. As I said, these people won't even check out people's previous history.
I'm telling you,
I know someone here knows how good my heart is. But these people would rather take even the people that know you. It's pretty sad, eh? Because they'll set up to make it happen.
Don't ever be this person.
So don't ever be these people, alright? Don't ever be a reader that can't communicate. All that kind of stuff. Right? I wouldn't do what she's doing, like I wouldn't be a police officer. It's only, not because I don't want to be a good person, is that you can't be in those fields. And you can be used and abused by the devil. Right? So, in my new path, as I talk about, I try to avoid that. But what the devil does, is if he knows that too, is he'll make sure that you have to do what the devil wants. He'll force it upon you. He'll come in, not listen to you, and just force things upon you. Right? So if you see that, that's when you know you've got the devil and its minions hanging around. And the devil can only use things that it's closest to them. So if you're more devilish, he can use you more. And if you're not quite devilish, he can't use you that much. Right? That's why I talk about with the devil on the radio. Right? Don't worry about drugs, people on drugs. It's not the drugs they're on, it's the actions they do. Okay, people? Don't ever listen to the devil minion talk about they drink alcohol, they're on drugs. It doesn't matter about all that. It matters is what actions are they doing if they're taking such things. Right? That's what matters. It's the action. Some people can take crack and be quite normal. They've got a high certain thing and all this, right? And can go do a job, right? And so for them, it's not that bad. It's not, and then someone takes crack for the first time, shouldn't have crack, got bad problems and stuff like that, goes out and steals and goes, what are you looking at? And fucking has a loot, mate, right? Everything is not for everybody. Things are there for a reason, but not be abused for constant seasons. You know what I mean? So don't listen to these people who say that you're not holier than thou, all that, because you may cut yourself every now and then. You don't wear gloves, right? Look at the body's your temple, right? Look after you, cutting yourself just as bad as having a cigarette for the day and damaging your lungs, right? But that's your body. What God wants you to do that you all failed collectively and still hasn't succeeded, right? So it's like a test. And the teacher keeps going, don't worry about that. You keep going back to this. You need to look at this. Get this sorted out. Connect. Be righteous. Don't hurt each other. Get that right. Prove it for a while, God goes. Prove it to him. But you can't. You prove bubbles. You prove that you can hide away. You prove all these things. It's happening right now. The Pope saying what he's saying in his bubble. He might be right in his bubble. But he's not right collectively. I'm speaking collectively. You get it? With what is collectively happening on this ship, this planet, God's ship. Huh? And then you have the holy of holy thous that are getting donations for trying to make this world righteous, but not really trying and say they're the best. That's how I see the popes. They can have all the buildings, all the things, but it doesn't make them any greater or any different now from this new pope than the old pope. That's my opinion. Right, he has to earn it. He's pulling out great words. Right, he's having a party. He's waving his hand. Right, well, you better start proving it because, as far as I'm concerned, I've heard these popes say these things constantly, and then we get a repeat. You see? Who's more realist? Would you want a real pope being real for once, or just give you what you want to hear? Really? Is that where the world's come to? Well, guess what? Don't tell us no. Give us what we want to hear. Just for now, until we have the Gaza moment ourselves. Then you can go over to that script. Right? That's how he's been rolling through history. It's pretty sad, eh? See, the Pope's meant to have the power to go to all his Christians, right? He's meant to be the top dude, right? And highly advise to do these certain moves. I can tell you what the Pope's not highly advising that I'd already do on a list of 20. Right? To get the ball rolling instead of just speaking. Right? But what you'll hear is speaking and then those words duplicated. Then repeat of history. Right? In fact, the Pope knew so much and he can stop so much popes that the popes shook Hitler's hand, allowed Hitler to thrive. Shocking, eh? Should they have the all-seeing eye? Why didn't they know anything? Why didn't God whisper in their ear, look, you're doing the wrong thing? Perhaps he's not there for them anymore. You get it? Perhaps because they talk too much bullshit. Not actually standing up. When they stand up from their bullshit, perhaps God might whisper in their ear again. What do you reckon? You just let me know in comments. But I know they love the old scriptures, the old words, and they've been running that around. But it's just sad that they don't get up. We've heard about the scripture changes. Right? And if something hasn't worked for a long time, why keep repeating it? Right? There's something you're not doing. Have you been reading those scriptures in that way for this long? And if you have, and it hasn't worked, right, and you can't spread the word, and the word's not working, well, if the word's meant to work, it's meant to spread, and you're meant to prove the spread, you're meant to prove the words, right? And you've had that for so long and you're not doing it, well, there's one of those failures, aren't you? You're hiding in your own bubble, you're not really doing the words, are you? And your Pope's certainly not helping you out in that area. He sits on his throne. So most of the time he's too crook to do anything. He gets a few years, I've noticed, and then it's downhill from there. That sounds like the human race, doesn't it? Perhaps that's the repeat. That's your man leading man, so you repeat your leading man. And we look up to that dude. He does this. He says this. That's all we need to know. He gets donations, or probably he must have died. We don't. Why are we the ones that give the donations? You know what I mean? It goes on and on and on and on and on. But anyway, I've had enough of going on and on and on and on and on.
They only mad because you are not paying them no mind.
And I'm
like
still
I said,
happy,
you're not
as I've told other
somebody.
people, we're having corrections. I'm not a bully. I won't ever get upset when I do these debates. I'm not serious in it, right? I only get upset when it comes to my life and involving me. So if they believe, oh no, you're just wrong, I'll stop talking to them. There's certain areas that I can have conversations. I can always talk to religious people, but they're going to get violent, or am I going to get upset? We just walk away. And if that keeps happening, then we just can't communicate. There's other issues that we have to solve on either side. Right? And then perhaps we can come back and talk again. Huh? And that's what you do when you have people come door knocking. I'm happy to have a quick chat. But if it's the same, I'll tell you. Been here before, I know about this. Which I've told the previous door knockers before, and they've come back with something different once I've told them that, because before then, they'd keep approaching with the same thing. Wouldn't they, Emma? Yeah. And then, like I said, in the end it stopped because we had differences. Right? If they believed that I could fit, they would have continued, you see. But they didn't, did they? They stopped. Or perhaps they had other issues in life.
Somebody back or something, y'all.
You know, they door knockers.
This person talking about whoever this is.
Now, if I didn't have issues in life already, which is going in other sectors, I already would have seen these people. In fact, I would have probably seen them about 2 years ago.
For a narcissist.
But when I got out to go start doing this, I need to show who I was to the public a little bit first.
This person that's a narcissist,
and I got attacked.
You see?
So all this went away.
Use a dark entity to
I said that back to God and going, God, that's not my issue, that must be theirs.
Maybe they was doing this on social media and trying to steal your ideas. You know who this is. They was trying to use a dark
we know exactly who your enemies are, don't you?
That went left.
And now, I'll be getting back into this, but not at this place, more than likely. It'll be a miracle. I believe in miracles. But I don't believe that this place is going to have such a miracle for me. Right? But I will be still reapproaching something before the issues occur.
For this person that was trying to one up you, is over for this person.
Been on pause for a bit. It's like getting used to your shoes. When I got used to something, and then I had to stop because I got attacked of getting used to. I got told I shouldn't take my shoes off, and I'm beaten up for it. And now I've got to get used to keeping my shoes on. Right? It's hard. And now I've learned that, it's going to be hard to get out of it. No miracle will happen for me overnight. It's a Pantene thing for me. Have you ever heard that ad? It won't happen overnight, but it will happen. Just keep putting that shit in your hand. Right? I'm a person that is a good person, but you can't be in such an error. Right? And I need to get back to myself. Back to myself as far as I can in my bubble. But I don't like these bubbles. Right? To get back to myself, I have to go backwards again with medication, perhaps. Definitely if I'm still stuck in this bubble.
Okay?
Right?
It's like they don't know love, they don't know forgiveness, they don't know none of that.
I was doing righteous, stuck up for righteous laws, and lost my ability to lead doing that. Because the devil owns this.
They're going to be okay.
That's what gives me nightmares.
So,
the more I preach it righteously, the more I get that I'm the devil.
And this person was trying to alter your
the more they go, you go to court and talk up to it, the more they'll attack me and go, well, how dare you come to court? You've got no fucking rights. Isn't that right, Emma? Yeah. Tell me that you wouldn't get nightmares. You let me know. Then I had to heal through that. Now I've hit the just hanging on the rope stage. But I need to slide down that rope now. Get the fuck out of that area. That flavor's too hot. It's not warm. I'm so done. I need to cool down.
It's just very strange. Who the fire sign ever heard?
These readings, they make me sick. They make Emma sick. But I have to do this. It's stupid. That's why I have to go with God. About, I'm seeing something unrighteous and I can't do nothing about it. In fact, when I approach it, God, the opposite will happen. They will get something. Is that their faith? Is what meant to happen for them? It's the same outcome, what I feel is why I mention Jesus. It's a Jesus thing.
You know exactly who this is.
They know not know what they do, and they want you to work hard to steal from them. Everyone's living Jesus in a way now, except the 1%ers, you know what I mean? You're all living his sin. Too fucking nice, copping it up the ass. Looking the other way, letting it go. Gives you an outcome of what? You will feel like Jesus when you die. Sad, isn't it?
Everyone, this is from
Well, there goes the whoop 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 wackle. Now I've talked about why I've got these ads here. It's because I had people say that I didn't pay an account when I did. And I don't play games. So I guess they did that because they know that I'll have ads now. So we can keep doing this now. See how we know what he wants, so we'll do the opposite so we can do this. That's evilness. You people collectively look up to these things. So in the end, you're all in the sin. That's why they're successful. These people believe they're successful because they already have a building and some money. What happened to Gaza? Now, when that happens, are they successful? Now. Now, why all the way through history that has constantly happened to the humans? Is that because they're successful? Let me know. The aliens out there that you're trying to communicate, they would love to know so they can stop laughing about your bullshit. What do you reckon? No, that's just a joke. That's the human legacy. Showing what not to do and how to be funny about it. And repeat. That's what we send out. Because they fucked up. They don't even realize. I mean, clearly they know that they body energy vampires. It doesn't matter. These people are protected by the police. Like I said, I'm about to go see the doctor. For real, this is not a fake life. For real. And I'll be telling my doctor, I wonder how surprised she'll be. I wonder if she'll even listen. You know what I mean? Because you can't really. They say when you're having mental illness, you see a doctor, but then, yeah, it depends on what doctor you have, I guess. You know, it's like what police officer turns up to your house. It's on their discretion if they're going to be as good as they should be in that field. You know what I mean? Isn't that sad? It's their discretion. Then if it's not, and you want to fight their discretion ideas and why they're doing what they're doing, you need money. So good luck. Like she said earlier about a rich lady. They're going against the rich lady? You get it? That's her. Just even speaking that is a sin. Because she's talking about her money to make her strong instead of her wisdom of who's going against her. You can shut them down with wisdom. Yeah, need cash. Shut them down with those. Definitely got backup. My backup of those. Definitely got that. You're right. But if you haven't got that and the demons got their backup, we'll read you, man. I know what God says. We know everything. That's one of the God's biggest fucking sins. Is to be a fortune teller. Huh? And if you are, you got to be very careful in that area. Very, very careful. Otherwise, you up the sins by a million than what a killer could do, because you could do magic and do things that could kill millions, you see? And then you make it look like someone else done it. That's like the biggest fucking sins, man. And with the smiling guy, get away. Those people, they're everywhere, and they're doing the ultimate major sins. And then you've got to punish for it because they're part of your army team. Remember how I told you in Army Cadets? When we went on a course that I had to finish the course with my team. You got these bubbles, these people ran off like me. That's a religion. But God's just like, well, you can stay over there. Or you can come back and help your team. That's what I got told. Some stayed. Some will go, oh, sit here, mate. Then when they get back, okay, call them a slow idiot and shit. That's what some people do. They went ahead. But no one got their time clocked until the last person in their team got to the end. So I went back. But you know what the devil minions do? They sit there, and then when you rock up, they go, oh. And I just want to fucking knock them out and go, now I've finished my fucking course there. I knocked out the other half, lazy fuckers. They used to be shot in World War I. Don't you think, people? They're cowards. They're bullshitters. They're, to me, Steve-Os that like to go make money on their things that they do. Isn't that sad? And then they show their Steve-O friends to keep being them because they're successful, because the devil pays them. Isn't that sad? And then apparently, because they're like, they're so good from the devil's payments, they think they can get a smile on their face and then be righteous and never change nothing and just move on in the righteous way. But they don't actually get to be it. They're actually on pause. You know why? Because they don't hand back the money they earned devilishly. You get it?
Ain't nothing worse
To
than
then
fake
earn,
friend.
so you got to go
It's like,
back.
if somebody else is a
Forgiveness.
friend, they fake as fuck.
Use
They
that
work
money
as
to
friend or
heal what
social
you've done, a
associate.
little bit like the
You
checklist
know,
of karma
you're
with
growing.
my name
You've
is
had a
Errol.
powerful growth here, and it's
The
not
better
just
you do
in the
that,
streets.
the better you
Whoever
don't
this
have to
person was
talk
trying to have
and get through to the
grudge
next
against you,
level
they don't even
to
feel that
God.
way. They looking at them weird now because
It's
they're
got to go, I
weird.
already know. Yeah, I already know
Exactly.
you did that.
Come
That's cool.
through, spirit.
You don't have to tell
I
me
know
that.
that's right.
Come through,
All magic
fucking
has been
spirit.
lost. Whatever
What
magic
does that
they've been
mean
doing,
to
it's a
you,
time
spirit?
for spirit. Okay?
To me, it becomes a joke. You know why? Because I get no confirmation. In fact, I go to head to a spiritual world that makes my world feel like pain.
You're not an abusive leader.
So you know what I say to the spiritual world?
Try to take people
You should die too, because you're causing a lot of bullshit, which is religious. And you people don't even want to face the bullshit that you're causing, and that's a major sin.
Watching how something is unfolding,
No.
and you're not trapped.
It is sad for them. I've hit a point where I want to do the God thing to them, the Jesus thing, where they finally rock up, and I go, now you need to go sit in it. I need to go heal. Have you ever had Jesus do that after he got fucked up the ass and helped you out so much? It's sad, isn't it? And we all go through that once we've gone through a tragedy. Like I said, we're repeating the sins of Jesus. We are him now. And then you got the devil. The other half is Jesus, the good people copying Jesus' sins and his ways of thinking. And he didn't go and get it right. We proved that his ways and the devil's ways are not connected yet. Jesus hasn't got it right yet. He died. And the devil hasn't got it right yet because he keeps telling everything. And he's losing things. He thinks he's got more now with his toys, but you've lost creatures, you've lost all sorts of things, good weather. He goes, oh, it's all right.
As long as nobody got
I'll have an imagination that I'll get it back with my tools. Right?
Forbidden. So now something is forbidden.
Anyway, I'm going to leave it there.
We got
Forbidden.
water and
Oh, I can go on,
shock.
right?
Liars.
Go on and on,
Nothing
but I'm
good came from
fucking
that
sick
curse.
of
They
it.
need to steer clear. This person is fucked
I'm
up.
putting up
Something
a
was
couple of
forbidden.
more little freshies. This shit's going to be shut down soon. It'll be shut down
Good came from
when
that
I'm
curse,
safe,
y'all.
this
Whatever
area.
curse somebody did,
Other than that, there will still
ain't
things
nothing
that
good came
need to
from
be
that shit.
remained
And we
or
got
need
the
to be
call.
reposted.
Somebody calling and calling and calling
Right?
and calling.
Until I'm off that
Because
helicopter,
they're suspicious.
walked
Like,
off,
why you
and I'm
trying to
back
get
at
up with
home,
somebody?
and I'm kissing my missus,
Let
having
that
a
shit
fucking
go.
bath,
It's
and
okay
the
to
army
let go. They
protects
don't
me from a
wanna let
long
something
distance.
go.
Safe!
It's not your friend or your
Perhaps.
somebody was never a real friend.
It's close to
or
safe
something.
as
They
you can
gotta
get
let
home.
that shit go.
Till then, you're
Whatever
not.
that is.
I don't even know where my home is
I
now.
can't fake something no more like this.
Right? I've educated and changed and gone through something in the devil's dance.
Keep a wary
Went
eye
out and said, this is me, and the devil went, smash, 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 smash. Went and talked to the devil's friends out there that are the police who care, who worry about it. They can't do anything. They can. Well, that means it's, who cares then?
into the road you're on.
That's what I went through. Then the devil come to my house and did the same thing.
Alright, your path.
They can't do nothing. You could show these people a video of the devil ripping down your sign of advertising.
Get you in a
You go,
energy of
that's not your job.
you liking the same sex or something.
And
about
these
romantic
things on
energy,
your
somebody
side, the police, still can't do nothing.
Like you trying to make somebody just
Then when you go, fuck you, devil, do you like me doing it back? Then the police, who's meant to help you, go, how dare you attack the devil?
stupid or dumb.
You're stupid or dumb.
It's a chick that
And then
has
they
the
get
same
you.
sex
That's what happened to
that,
me. Can't wait to talk to my tribe.
likes the, same
And
sex
show
or
my
something
tribe
like
not
that.
only just words of wisdom,
Even with all that.
but the next thing of the devil's tour, video, fucking evidence that they can look all day long, and I can be put on a lie detector test to say that that shit is legit.
Like what is that about?
My dancing is not AI controlled or anything like that.
Right there, yo. Huh?
And it's just a breadcrumb of my tip, which is sad because the longer I've stopped, which has been a few years since that dancing I'm showing, isn't that shocking? Years, and no one can really have a decent conversation about that dance, how I dance, how I do it at the 6 vibrosis, how long I can do it for, you can do a lot. Nothing. Have they, Emma? Nah. So why would I give more? And as I did more, and I did after that for a while, but I've recently stopped, then it's like when you stop things, you start losing it. You start losing the drive too. Right? And I'm like, God's like, fuck, and the devil will got to see certain people, and the rest that get to miss out or have to wait longer. Perhaps it may come back.
and somebody not letting their guard down.
As far as I can see, if I try something and got attacked, I believe it's the devil's fucking gift, and I ain't gonna do it. So dancing is starting to come like that in my idea. I don't even want to tell you how I did it, how long it took now, anything. It's not magic, but it's a fucking curse because people will fucking be jealous and all these fucking shit, and you'll be put in your place and shit it off. It is a curse, and I'm never going to teach people this curse ever.
Forbidden?
It's forbidden. Isn't that sad? You know why it'd be forbidden? Because the devil would want to learn it by itself that no one's ever going to know. Isn't that sad? Until I get what my path is, but it will never be that. It'll never be that. It'll be a devil's controlled path like it always has been in human history. It is not time. These people would never know what time is. In fact, when someone says it's not time, it's actually time. Isn't that weird? But then it could not be. Only these people would know the true outcome of their feelings and what should be done. You don't listen to people when it comes to true outcomes. You have to make your own decision. You have to check things out yourself. The more higher and important things are, the more you should do this. The more people are in these jobs, corrections and all these things, don't just ring a call and can't do this and then get people locked up and cause bigger issues because they couldn't do a certain thing. That's another thing I'm about to find out. You know, I've hit a point where I said I can do community service. There was a time. I told the time. I've said all what I need to say. They could have went to the court if they needed to do court videos, right, to find out what I said, what I've got, right. They're watching my video clips. Like I said, they don't watch all of them. They'll just watch you hurting the murderer, but they won't watch the murderer. Isn't that weird? And then they'll attack you because you bashed the murderer and the murderer's complaining. And then they go, but yeah, the murderer says, yeah, but we're not going to look at that. We're looking at it now. And the murderer got in because he's got money. Shit with lawyers and shit, you know what I mean? Fucking good luck to you. You're really deep in your sins. And I'm happy to be going at any time. I'm happy that I got as far as I did myself because I got 6 fibrosis. Right? And it's the first time in a few years, besides having nightmares of this place and being here, that I felt healed and healed my body of pain. Fuck you people. And none of you's ever going to get nothing from me because you have to earn it yourself and you're not even going to get a boost because you'll be sent to the people who destroyed it to you. Isn't that sad? And that's a lesson. These people who ever go see them and then you know what you're going to get. Until you get your own clear answers. That.
Making sure you show up to work, you're making sure that you do
like this, because I'm back, these ego minions could still truck along, even though they're getting the breadcrumbs. As long as they get me back in a few days or something. They'll go, yoo! And then they're going to try to get me again, which they're doing right now. Not getting me a job, not doing this, not doing all the things that should be righteous. They won't talk about themselves, but they'll certainly talk about others to make themselves look good. Isn't that sad? That's a sin.
Like, when did you get this strong?
When did anyone ever look at anything? Like I just said, hey people. And they wonder why things like that speak like that. I just told you why. See, there's your answers. Get real to yourselves. And see yous later. In fact, I don't even want to show my family certain things. You know when they're going to learn? Yous are going to learn because I like to do it. How's that? I like to do what I do. And when I feel like doing it, I'm going to fucking do it. And see yous later. Till then, you get nothing.